Okay, it's next day now. I went ahead and put the temperature probe in, and you can see it's 21 degrees Celsius. This thing doesn't read Fahrenheit; it just reads Celsius. So I'm not sure what temperature or what Celsius it would at 120 would be, but I'll figure it out. I got an old ice cream bucket. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug this. I plugged it in right away one morning, so it's been still churning away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to set it in the ice cream bucket just to warm it up. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So we're in the ice cream bucket now. And I got some water on the stove in a pot or a pan. As quick as it gets boiling, I'll bring it out here and I'll dump that in there. And the boiling water around that. So that jar will be in a boiling water bath. And that'll warm it up. And I might as well go ahead and plug it in, let her generate a little more, generate some more nickel atoms into the solution. So I'll be back as quick as the water starts boiling. Okay, got some boiling water here, and 120 would be almost 49 degrees Celsius. It's still churning away. I still got it plugged in. And I take my pan of water here and we'll see if we can't warm it up a little without spilling too much on the... So now it's in a nice hot bath. And while that's in a hot bath and the temperature's coming up, I'm going to round up. I want a little piece of rod to go across. I think I'll move this temperature probe over here a little bit. Reason I want to put a brass rod or a piece of copper wire or something to hang my zoomy pipe on. So, okay, can you see the cam or the? Yep, you can see the clock, and you can see in there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure everything was on screen. A short piece of copper pipe would work pretty good for that. What do I got? Or that ain't heavy, so I could use a piece of wire, I think. That'd probably work the best. A piece of copper wire. I don't have any that have the insulation stripped off, though. Everything I've got has got insulation on it. But that's alright. I guess I could let's see, bend that down, a little bit of a dip so it doesn't twirl around on me. That should work. I'm going to go, while it's coming up in temperature, I'm going to go ahead and strip this insulation off this wire and cut the insulation off of it without cutting my finger, I hope. I don't know where I got this heavy wire from, but it has come in handy a couple times. So we'll strip that off. That way I can just hook the electrical hookup right to the copper wire here. Just take it like that. Let's bend this down. I want to get everything lined up so that that should work. So then I can just take a smaller gauge and go right through the hole and just hang it in there. But before I do that, I'm going to put a pair. I've got that pipe all cleaned up real nice. What I'm going to do is put a pair of nitro, latex nitro or whatever you want to call them, gloves, nitrile. Put a nitrile glove on. I only need one. Just I don't want to touch that without a glove. And put an oil film on it. So I'm not a fan of wearing gloves in the shop, but on certain things I do for painting or working in grease or something like that. But all right, so I need some wire for that, some smaller gauge. I need something that'll fit through that hole. What do I have that will fit through that? Yeah, I've got some right here. So I need a wire snipper. It'll snip me off a piece. And unfortunately, I got to strip the insulation off of it too. Getting pretty close to 120. I don't know, I had just read somewhere around 120 helps. I don't know if that's really, because I think all it does is speed it up. Okay. Well, we're about up to temperature. And what I want to do before I forget, and that is to go ahead and unhook the current, the negative, and then I'm going to take and hook a jumper on to go from one plate to the other. Oh, there goes my clothespin. That wasn't cool. And it had something on it that it's poop. Floating on top of the solution now. I don't know what it is. What was on? Oh, I bet it's sawdust. I don't really need nothing that's holding it. I don't need the temperature probe really in there anymore anyway. So take this out of. Now watch me drop this. Okay, got it all cleaned up. Put the wire in the other hand so I don't. So which way do I want to put it in? Probably put it in this way. I can bend a little hook on that. Like that. And then bend it down like that. We'll see how that looks. I didn't touch it. And we gotta bend this down a little more. All right. Nope. That is not going to work. We gotta go the other way. It's hitting the bottom of the jar. What it's doing. So we'll have to go this way and adjust the height to where. Did I put it back on the same way? Yes. We'll go this way. And then we'll have to adjust the height until the top of the top pipe is below. A little bit of dinking around here. So I could have done this all off camera, but I wanted to show from start to finish. It's kind of what I'm trying to do anyway. All right. There, now it's not. I don't believe it's touching the bottom. And I adjusting it so it's not touching either plate. So we're at 1045 and I'm going to hook this up now. Ooh, don't wiggle around too much. Okay, 1045, we're going to take it out at 1050 and we'll see what it looks like. We're above the 120 now. Can I get closer and zoom in on the... In the pipe, the pipes are just starting to bubble a little bit. And we'll leave it in there for 5 minutes, and then we'll take a look at it. I'm busy working on right now. I'm working on the stand for my mini hog engine. These tubes I'll probably never ever use on my V8 engines anyway. So I'm just playing. I mean, just the pipes that I want to do are off of the mini hogs, so, and I'll have to put them in a cake pan. I'm gonna go buy Walmart and buy a cake pan that they'll fit in, and I'm waiting for some nickel strips. I bought a roll of nickel strip, and basically it's for welding or soldering NiCad batteries together, making a battery bank. Well, it's pure nickel, so I'm just going to take and cut strips and lay in the bottom of the pan and then attach them together with another nickel strip, and then I'll have the underside. I won't be able to do the top and the bottom at the same time, so I'll put the pipes in and it'll get the bottom side halfway around or whatever, and then I'll flip the pipe over and do it again. I hope that'll work. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Well, it's been only 3 minutes, and I think I see that the tube is taking on the nickel. I think. I don't know, out on the end or not. Well, that's because it's sticking out beyond the plate. So I may have to do something about that. I might have to move that back a little bit because it looks like the end of it isn't getting the nickel plating as it should. We'll see. I'll get Kleenex here to wipe it off when we get it out of there. Get a couple Kleenex here to It's at 54 now, temperature, 54 Celsius, so it's plenty warm. So it should work. Give it another minute. Trying to make this video short, not long. Oh, I could sing for you, I guess, while we wait. You might not like that. Snowing outside. We're getting snow. We're supposed to get a couple inches of snow. Which, you know, that's... I'm ready for it, I guess. When it starts snowing, I get more time in the shop. Alright, we're going to take that out now. We'll take and unhook the current to it. And we'll lift this up. Oh yeah. And what do you think? And the longer you leave it in, naturally the thicker the nickel coating. Yeah, it has taken on a real nice nickel shine. But I am going to put it back in just a little bit longer because the very ends didn't get. So I'm going to put it back in, but I'm going to try to let's see, maybe if I turn it this way. Yeah, maybe if I turn it this way now and put it in. No, it's because of my dip in my wire. Let's move that dip over a little bit. Still gotta go further. I'm just trying to move this dip in the wire over this way so that the very ends of those tubes are getting covered by the plate. That's pretty close. And we'll hook her back up and I'll put it in for another, I don't know, what should I go? I'll go to 55. So that'll be about 3 minutes, a little more than 3 minutes. But this, like I say, this is really simple to do. It's not all that, not that complicated. It's like I say, you gotta have patience when you're making the solution. You know, you'll put it in for a couple hours and it looks like, oh man, it's not doing anything. It's not turning colors or anything. And then the next two, you'll notice a little bit of a, well, you've seen it, a little bit of color and a little more and a little more. And now, every time you nickel plate something, it gets a little darker and it actually it gets quicker. So instead of 5 minutes, you know, that we could have done it in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It's really quick. I mean, you put it in and pull it out and it's nickel coated. I'm totally amazed with it myself. So, I mean, I would have never guessed that it was this easy. The whole thing is the secret, or I don't know if it's a secret, but the biggest thing is cleanliness. And you'll notice I put a glove on because I didn't want to accidentally put a fingerprint on there, because your body oils it'll show up big time. You won't get any nickel coating there, or you'll get a flaw in your nickel coating and it won't look nice, it won't look right. So I'll have to go and edit this video up and try to get it. I'll probably get it loaded up tonight, because by the time I put these pieces together and in my video editor seems to be kind of slow. I don't know why. So I'll have to buy a different video editor. I think one that's a little more pricey. I bought the El Cheapo, so naturally it's not going to be the video editor of the year or anything. So it won't be fast. Yep. If I'd have known about this, I would have done my V8 engine headers before I put them on and got them all oily and gunky, because I got to clean them up now in order to do those if I want to do those. And the same thing with my mini hog pipes. Well, I already started cleaning those up yesterday while I was sitting here watching this, waiting for it to do its thing. I'm going to call that good right now. And so we'll take and unhook that. And we'll take it out of there. I'm calling it a done deal here. And the copper wire that I hooked it to is nickel coated also. You can see. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's hard to show, I guess. But these here, I don't know if the camera shows it or not either, but they sparkle silver. They look chrome. Here's the one we just did, and here's the one what they look like beforehand. So you can tell like I say, they look chromed. They look like they're chromed zoomies now. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the other zoomies so that they're all match. But it did a really nice job on coating it. So that's going to be it. Let's unzoom here. I don't know what else to really tell you other than get some nickel and try it. You know, the nickel's not all that expensive. That plate that I bought and cut in half, that was under $10. It was 9 something with free shipping. The strip stuff that I'm ordering, that was only $2 or $3. But that's coming from China, and that takes a couple months to get here, or a month to get here. This stuff came from, was it Tennessee? It came from in the U.S. anyway. So it came within, I'd say 3 or 4 days, and I got it. So just order some nickel and white vinegar and salt and give it a shot. I also heard that this will work with baking soda. I don't know if they add salt to that or not. But I know the baking soda, what that does is creates conductivity in the water. Because water does not conduct electricity, believe it or not. It's the contaminants in the water that conduct electricity. Otherwise, if you had pure water, it's not going to conduct any electricity. So, anyway, enough rattling on. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Okay, we're going to see just how fast it does on the second one here. I got it all cleaned up. I got it just on the electrode, or on the clip. So I'm just going to hang that in there. And we're going to go 1001, 1002, 1003, about 30 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 seconds. Not quite there, but it's getting there. It's already showing signs of it. So that's how quick it is. I mean, it's within a minute. Within a minute or so that leave it in for another 30 seconds and I think it'll probably be good. And this one here turned out really nice. I like it. I like the way it looks. Like I say, I wish I'd have known about this sooner. But I was just searching around on the internet about, I was at Eastwood. Was it Eastwood? No. It was a CAD plate, or it was a plating place that sold kits. So then I just started doing some research on it. Well, you don't need to buy a kit. You just need to buy some nickel. Buy some nickel and go for it. So that's what I did. You definitely do not need to buy a kit. That is, unless you don't have a phone charger or something that you can use. Yep. There we go. I think that's about good enough right there. I'm gonna go a little bit longer though, because I want it a little thicker. But it's all silver now. It's all nickel plated. So anyway, I better go. The video's getting long enough. Catch you later.